Hello, welcome to the Cancelathon. This is the new prompt, so his favourite book is 1984. Now this prompt comes from quite an interesting thing that pops up on book Twitter a lot. You see a lot of people dismissing readers and the books that their boyfriends like or something. Oh, I bet he reads 1984. I bet he reads Fahrenheit 4. Favourite book is Fahrenheit 451 or whatever. And it's that weird thing of when the YA set become the literary snobs about classics and about books that they deem I can't say that word, but deem unimportant or they're not interested in. They just dismiss the books offhand. And I really don't like that. I think it's snobby. I think it's gatekeeping. And it really is how to alienate readers. And it is the reason that across many sites, booktube is a little bit of a joke. Including Reddit, you'll be shocked on the forums on there. But I wanted to talk about this book that I have been publicly shamed for reading, To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. Now, I see a lot of discord on Twitter about this book. And I always find it really funny, like, oh, why do we still teach it? Why do we still do this? Actually, we still teach it because the book is bloody important. This book is a snapshot of a period in time of the American Deep South that's not recorded that much. You don't see it around. It's not talked about, or if it is, it's heavily romanticised. This is also a coming-of-age story about a young girl named Scout, her father, her brother, the relationships, and a trial in court that is not only not a happy ending, but also spoilers by the way, but also just her understanding of it and how she grows. I was on Tumblr once and I put in To Kill a Mockingbird, and there was someone rewriting it and adding all this crap, and there was another person censoring it because of the N-word. And again, we cannot censor language. I don't like that word. I think it's an inappropriate word. But in historical context, that word was commonplace, especially in the era that this book was set. This book is beautiful. And it really frustrates me when I see people debating, oh, I really can't stand Scout. She's so ignorant. She's a child. Of course she is ignorant. All children are ignorant. Children learn and grow, and she learns and grows as it moves on. This book is beautifully written. Beautifully. The language is floral and flowery, and it just beautifully, it's almost song-like in parts. It's a book that I first read when I was about 14, when my grandmother gave me an old copy, and it's a book that is a firm favourite. I think, yes, there are plenty of modern books, but this book should be put aside and still kept as a historical document, as a book that is as important. Sometimes we are confronted with things that make us uncomfortable for a reason, and maybe we should. This book proves that sometimes the good guy doesn't always win, that sometimes life doesn't treat you the way it is. And it's a book told from a child's perspective. You see her grow and evolve, and you leave the end of the book and you're thinking, she's changed a lot over the course of this. But it is a snapshot. I mean, the school system, what's going on, families, poverty, money. It's what is then and there. And it's a gorgeous book. That's the only way for it. It's absolutely stunning. And it's a book that remains not only important, but a book that should be taught, a book that should be learnt, a book that should be read by everyone. Because we're still learning lessons from this book and we have not learnt them yet. That's what I find hilarious. Like, we're still debating this stuff in 2020. We're still debating all of this, and it's just not happening, is it? This book remains something beautiful and interesting. A book that if you shame someone for publicly reading it, you are an asshole. And you can go jump off a bridge. No, I'm kidding. But you know what I mean. It's it's a book that is an important document and a snapshot of an era long gone. We are coming to a point where people born in this time are dying. There aren't many left. Give it a decade, I don't think anyone will be left. This book remains a personal favourite, a book of beauty and words, and a book we are still learning lessons from. Tell me what you think in the comments below. As always, have you read To Kill a Mockingbird? What did you think? And please stay tuned for more Cancelathon stuff. I think you guys are going to love it. Over and out, guys.